Hi, this is Jeannie with Smart Owl Readers. Welcome. Today we're going to be doing letter G. And again, I'm going to remind you, if you have not downloaded these booklets, they are free and you can print them or you can do them digitally, whichever you prefer. I like to print. I'm kind of old school that way. I like to put things in their hands and get them off the computer. But whichever is easiest for you, please do that. I can't tell you how important mastering these ABCs are. If you can do them before they even hit school, that's so much more of a head start. All right, here we go, letter G. I turn the page. I always tell them this is a letter and it has a sound. We're gonna go with girl, G, G. So many times the G is pronounced by the children J, J. It does make that sound in some English words, but we're going to be teaching them G. And it's not G dragged out, it's just G, clean and sharp. Grapes, G, G. And you see I'm pointing to the picture, and if they say it before you do, great. Goat, G, G. Glove, G, G. They might say mitten, and then that's a communication you can give them about the difference between a mitten and a glove and show them a picture of that. This is building vocabulary because remember, sometimes you're going to be working with a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old and they may not have the correct word for these pictures, and this is your chance to build vocabulary. Glass, G, G. Guitar, G, G. Okay, now we're on to the page where we've got writing showing where they sit on lines. So again, this is a stopping point. You decide. Okay, here you see that the letter is actually going underneath that bottom line. I have a cute story. I had a student, I was telling her, Tiffany, make sure, your letters are all on the, sitting all on the grass. And she said, except for the dirt letters, Miss Jeannie. I said, the dirt letters? She goes, yeah, the dirt letters under the grass. And I was like, that is just brilliant. So from then on, I talk about the dirt letters. So G is one of those. The part that's underneath the grass, if I cover that, you see you've got an A. So it's letter A, and I show them that. It's letter A, but all you're going to do is you're going to add this hook under the grass. Again, we do the circle, line down, and we keep going, and we have a hook. Girl, G, G. Grapes, G, G. Goat, G, G. Glove, G, G. Glass, G, G. Guitar, G, G. Stopping point. Now we're going to talk about uppercase G or capital G, whichever they're learning at school or you want to introduce to them. Or big G. And I'll show them with my finger. It's like a circle. But we come up and we have this sideways line is what I call that to them. Girl, G, G. Grapes, G, G. You want to get them to read this as much as possible, but again, not frustrate them if they don't know right away the name of the picture or the name of the letter or the sound. They may only know one thing here. Maybe they know goat. Great. Lots of validation, okay? Because if they're not able to say the sound and the name, it's something they're working on. It might seem simple to us because it's just a letter, but we're adults. Goat, G, G. And now it's another stopping point, so you can talk about where big G is sitting on the lines. And you can see he is as tall as our sky, and he sits on the grass. And when we come around from the circle, we have the straight line right on the fence. G, G. Grapes, G, G. Goat, G, G. And then our last page, I always like to do it's not. So now we have upper and lower case side by side. Very different look. So I take this opportunity when I'm at this point of them now learning upper. I teach lowercase all the way through before I introduce uppercase. The only uppercase letter that I talk to them about and show them how to write is the first letter of their name. Many preschoolers will do all uppercase. I chose early on in my career to do uppercase as the first and all lowercase because that is the correct way of writing. And I want them to know that uppercase letters, you know, there's rules for when you use them. And so that's kind of just what I always say. It's just a rule of when you get to use these, and you're going to learn more rules of the uppercase as you go. Okay, so glove. And I don't say GG on this one. I'm just going to give the sounds twice. G, G. And because there's two letters, I want a sound for each one. And this is to show them that for each letter, I'm looking for a sound. And this is to prepare them for the next level, which is being able to sound out 3-letter words. So we wouldn't go ga, 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 ga. We just give us one sound for each letter. Glass, G, G. Guitar, G, G. Now we're on our last page, and sometimes I'll say, do you want to guess what picture's on this one? Which picture do you think got to be on the good page? And then we'll turn it and see if they're right. So in this case, it's our girl. Good job. So they finished the book, and it's a big deal. Make it a big deal. If you have a sticker chart, put some stickers up, and otherwise, that's it for G, and I will see you next video. Have a wonderful day.